Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the video. Manny here, glad to have you. And on this video, we're gonna be reacting to Justyn's journey and her latest video that she posted or uploaded was January 10th, I believe, was the last of my full weight loss and weight gain story documentary. And I wanna show you guys my reaction based on my philosophy, my way of thinking through fitness and nutrition. What do I think? Because I'm gonna be doing comparisons of tough love and being sensitive and insensitive, being unbiased, of course, and just hoping the best for everyone. Other than that, if you guys have a question, comment, or concern, leave it down below. I'll get to it as fast as humanly possible. I love reading your comments, answering your questions, all that good stuff. Let's get the video started. All right, so here's Justyn's video, and we're gonna check this out. We're gonna react to this and let you guys know what I think about this situation. I guess she lost some weight and then she gained it right back, and we're gonna see what she says about this. I hope I can do my best in being unbiased and just thinking of the positives. Nobody's perfect, so when I see that somebody regained the weight, you regained the weight, let's move on. What is your goal? Is your goal to continually stay in shape or be in shape, or get a goal, reach a goal of a certain physique, so on and so on? So let's check it out.
So I guess the most relevant place for me to start would probably be high school. I felt like my childhood for the most part felt normal-ish. My parents were divorced, but I still didn't really feel like anything too traumatic or crazy happened. I mean, we weren't really rich, we weren't really poor, we were pretty much, I would assume, middle class. I never really had to like worry about if I was gonna eat or when my next meal would come. So I don't think too much from my childhood affected what ended up happening, but you never know. I'm in therapy, so I might find out some things later on. But in high school, for sure.
So she is in therapy right now, and there's some emotional background that she's dealing with, first of all, is what I noticed. And let's see if some of that stress or anxiety affected her eating, because some people tend to binge when it comes down to trying to feel good in a feeling bad situation, basically. So let's see.
Sure, that's definitely the one area that I can like pinpoint when things started to change. Most significantly in my senior year. So in my senior year of high school, I was actually one of the captains of the dance line that I was on. So I've been on dance line throughout the entire time I was in high school, and then on my senior year, now that I'm a captain, you would have thought that I would have probably been working even harder and doing even more, but it's interesting, I actually ended up becoming less active. I think because the focus was less on me as an individual and more on me having to make sure the rest of the girls were good, coordinating with the other captain, coordinating with the coach, just like all the nitty-gritty details. Because of that, me physically, I ended up suffering because I wasn't doing the daily drills anymore. I wasn't participating in all of the practice because I was too busy like watching everybody else. And
Too busy to work out. So that took effect, and a lot of us tend to place too much on our plates, and our schedules get way too busy to where we can't get out and go for a run, go for a jog, go for a workout, get into our workout, anything like that. So that ended up affecting her as well. So let's see.
I entered college at the age of 17, but like not even a month later, I turned 18, and I vividly remember on my 18th birthday, going into one of the stalls in the bathroom of the student union and bawling my eyes out. Word had gotten back to me that there was a group of students that were my alumni. We went to the same high school together, and basically once they saw me back on campus at the local college, they were all so shocked at how much weight I had gained. And it just got back to me like that they had had a whole conversation about how I had just let myself go, and that was just devastating to me, because by that point I obviously knew that I was gaining weight and I was having issues, but the fact that other people were finally starting to like see it too, that was just that was definitely a big hit to my self-esteem. So in college, I pretty much continued the same cycle: fast food, frozen food, just not making the smartest choices. And it's interesting because I stayed home during college. I never lived like in the dorms or anything, so I was still living with my mom, having access to the food she was cooking every day, but I literally would just refuse it, and I would rather fend for myself and eat at McDonald's or just eat a Hot Pocket or something.
All right, so she was gaining a lot of weight, and people started criticizing her and judging her and confronting her, gossiping about her gaining so much weight. So here's the thing. Sometimes you can use that. You can use that as fire to prevent any more weight gain. Maybe that's a blessing in disguise. That way you take it in consideration. Check for yourself. Are you actually gaining too much weight? You need to know, your balance, where you should be at in weight and in body fat and muscle mass. I know it's hard in the beginning to understand all that, but just knowing that you're not fitting into your clothing anymore or anything like that, then that's gonna be some notices that can help you understand and maybe do a little bit of research to see if you actually are above your normal weight level. I think that's what she should have done instead of just taking it offensively. So let's see what else she says.
So my weight steadily throughout this time was increasing. I think I probably came into college around like 150 pounds. And by the time I left college, I was 250 pounds. So I gained 100 pounds within those 4 years.
So she gained 100 pounds in 4 years. That's 25 pounds per year. Which it's a lot. It's a lot, 25 pounds per year. So she never took it in consideration. She never really did anything about it. That's the thing. I'm not hearing any of that. I'm not going to be going too much in detail, and I apologize for those that do know her story completely in detail, but I'm just going to be taking parts here and there, try to get as much information as possible. So let's continue. She, went to college, and she ended up gaining 100 pounds just in those 4 years. So here that's where we're at right now.
Is I would turn around and immediately sabotage myself, because I would go and do these workouts, and then I would leave campus and go to Raising Cane's and just like binge and eat so much in excess that it was just like, what was the point of working out in the first place? It just felt like this constant fight against myself, and at the time it's like I knew that's not what I was supposed to be doing, but I just chose not to acknowledge it. And of course, even though I was working out, the scale was continuously still going up.
Okay, so I'm about to be late filming this video, but I just felt compelled to share. I was like, let me get this shit on camera because this is so disgusting and I should be like embarrassed. I am embarrassed. Look at my passenger seat, and I have more in the back. Like, literally look, like there's a Wendy's bag, Sonic bag, McDonald's bag, McDonald's cup, Cane's cup, more McDonald's cup, Dairy Queen, Cane's, McDonald's, like, and then just bottles and wrappers. Like, this is just so gross and so unhealthy, and like, This is like my life. Like, I think this is like a week's worth. And it's gross. And I need to, like, seriously make a change.
So that's
There is way more happening than what we understand, and a lot of it is mentally. The mind always has to be renewed first. The body follows, and then you just strive to be your best. That's our mantra at MFP. Mind first, then the body, then strive. So I'm really not gonna be continuing this because I already know what the situation here is, and it is mentally. She's she's dealing with some drama, with some trauma. I mean to say, some trauma, something that's bugging her. There's a bad habit that she picked up throughout the years, and now she's she's still practicing it. She's not taking action just little by little, doing one step at a time. She needed a coach. She needed to go a little bit further than trying to do it herself. A lot of people with this kind of situation, where mentally they're being bombarded with concerns, anxiety, stress, anything that happened in their past that's continually bugging them and making them sabotage their hard work on either working out or eating right or staying consistent, staying productive. That needs to be dealt with before anything else. You cannot just get in shape and still have to deal with all that mentally. Mentally, this is more of a mental situation here. So we're gonna go down to the end.
it's absolutely bizarre to me that I was able to have this complete 180 mentality switch towards the good, and then now just like plummeting in the other direction. And then on top of that, I'm having people tell me that, we really don't want to watch you anymore and you're not inspiring anymore. Like, you're literally a disappointment to watch. And I'm like, on the other end of that screen, internalizing every single comment because, as
That is pretty messed up. That is messed up because nobody's perfect, and I think a lot of people can actually learn from her. I hope that she still has that positive mindset behind all this, still having that positive mindset to, at the end of the day, she's going to end up getting into really great shape and figuring out how to remain in great shape. And one thing that a lot of people fail on is nutrition and fitness, having it come together, because you can lose weight by just cleaning up your diet, cleaning up your nutrition, eating the right foods. You can lose weight by not even working out. Go and walk here and there and do a little bit of cardio to help with the weight loss, and then lose the majority of weight through nutrition, which is highly possible. But then again, strength training needs to be implemented in your regimen, because now if you only lose weight by eating right, now you didn't build that level of cardio, you didn't build that level of core strength, you didn't build that level of overall muscle strength, muscle endurance, all of the above, flexibility, mobility. You need all that in order to stimulate every single muscle of the body and reconstruct the body with brand new muscle fiber tissue. And then again, it raises your metabolism. That way, now your metabolism is higher. At your resting point, you're continually burning calories because of your metabolism. So a lot of people that lose weight and don't create that body core with strength and muscle, they end up getting it right back because of that. And not only that, but it takes care of you. It protects you from injuries, from being weak overall. So you have to combine strength training with nutrition. Not just nutrition, you got to combine the strength training. Not just strength training, you got to combine that nutrition. A lot of people say, oh, it's 80% nutrition and 20% strength training. And I say it's 50-50. It is nutrition and strength training at the same time. Both of both worlds, put them together. That way it takes care of you, not only losing weight, but also being strong, fast, and overall having better strength because of the energy that the muscle stimulation, after it is restored and healed, it gives you that energy. You have more energy, you have more strength and power overall. So that's one thing that I want to make sure I add on here. So let's continue with her story. Her story at the end entails of her letting her family member know, or even her audience know, that she is going to continue to do her YouTube video with her journey, losing weight and being healthy and all that good stuff. But then again, some people are gossiping or even criticizing her, and even being offensive towards her because she's still doing it, although she's not being a positive role model. But she will be a positive role model if she picks the ball back up and continues. Yeah, she dropped the ball. Okay, pick it back up and keep going. Even if you fail later on in the road, you continually learn from this. She basically learned so much from dropping that ball severely like this, because it looks like she gained her weight back. The entire weight she lost, she gained it right back and some. So let's see.
As much as I would want to be upset, most of them were things that I had already told myself. From that event in September of 2019 throughout all of 2020, now here in January of 2021, I'm still trying to regain control. So now we're here, current time, and this is usually the part of the video where people tell you how they got it together, they got their life together, they ended up going back in the right direction, and they lived happily ever after, and everything ended up working out. But this is my real life, guys, and it's not happening for me in that super hyper speed that people are only interested in viewing. My journey is still going, my book is still being written, and right now I may not have all the answers and I may not know what the future holds, but what I can tell you is that I'm trying. I really am. So a couple of...
There it is. That's all we need to know, is she's continually trying. If she just gave up completely, then that's a whole different book. So I hope that she keeps going. Everybody should keep going. You know, sometimes we drop the ball. We're not perfect. And so as long as we learn from those mistakes, it only makes us stronger, more wiser. We're able to handle situations better from our previous experience.
Days ago on Christmas Day, I actually mentioned to a family member that I had this idea to do a documentary, and I was basically just gonna kind of explain my life and journey up until this current point, and I was just kind of casually mentioning it, trying to, you know, get some feedback to see maybe some things I should or shouldn't add or what they thought about it. And the response I got was truly like one of the worst things that I've ever been told.
Basically, yesterday on Christmas Day, I briefly brought up the documentary to a family member. They immediately told me that it was a bad idea, it was a terrible idea, and that I shouldn't do it. And I was honestly caught off guard because I wasn't really expecting to be shut down. I was more so just looking for some kind of helpful advice, and when I asked why, they basically said because I don't know my back, so what's the point? My audience doesn't want to see that. Like, nobody cares about your story unless there's some kind of positive outcome. Like, what's the silver lining? Like, who are you doing this for? What's the point? And I was just so stunned because I wasn't prepared to have to defend my idea.
So there it is right there, ladies and gentlemen. I hope she continues. Just pick up the ball back up and continue. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. As long as you know yourself that you're going to continue to get in shape and stay in shape and be healthy, more parts, because that's what we want from her. We want her to get healthy, be healthy. And why? To live longer, to live a strong and energized life. Because when you're living in a situation where your weight is preventing you from doing certain things, or you're dealing with heart health issues because of your weight, because of your sedentary lifestyle, because of just the food that you're eating, then you need to make a change. You need to make a change. Look good, feel good mentality. So don't listen to those people that told you otherwise, Justyn, and I hope that you are watching this video. I support you 100%. I know that you're going to come back from this. Go at it full force. I can't wait to see you in a couple more years, because if you did take this time of experience and put it in consideration and really learned 100% from it, you're going to do awesome. You're going to be better than before. You're going to continually get better. Some of us get better in a longer process than some quicker than others. It doesn't matter, as long as you hit that goal and remain at a good, positive mental stage and health stage. Other than that, I hope you guys like the video. If you guys like these kind of videos, or this video for instance, make sure you hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and also hit that notification button. That way you don't miss none of my future videos. You guys take care, be safe, be nice with each other. Always and forever, mind, body, and strive.